Hey guys, welcome to Bridgette's Buzz. Today, when you guys are seeing this, is actually National Star Wars Day. It is May the 4th, so I'm wearing my Star Wars shirt, and I got like my silver glittery mini ears on that made me feel like very like spacey. And yeah, so before we jump into today's video, don't forget to comment down below, hit that subscribe and that like. Totally would appreciate it. But today's video, we'll be doing the Disney bucket list. I actually saw Georgia Goodley do this video last week or a couple weeks ago, and it made me think about like what my Disney bucket list was. So I'll definitely link her channel down below, but we're gonna jump into my Disney bucket list. So my number one thing, which I think it's on any Disney fan's bucket list, is to visit all the Disney parks. And actually along with that, it's also to visit Aulani. Aulani is Disney's like vacation club slash resort out in Hawaii. It's not like a theme park, it's literally just like a beachfront resort, but it looks absolutely stunning. I've heard the like the level of detail when it comes to design and architecture is like similar to like Animal Kingdom Lodge, Polynesian Wilderness Lodge. I'd love to go check that out, and it is Hawaii. Who wouldn't want to go? Actually, while we're filming this, I'd only ever been to one Disney resort around the world, which is Walt Disney World. I live in Orlando, so kind of makes sense. Walt Disney World's my home park. I've grown up with it. I've been coming to it since I was like 8 months old, so I'm very familiar with it. I'm hoping to add some more parks in the future. I've been watching the Imagineering story on Disney Plus, and like I have such an itch to travel, which right now is probably like the worst time possible to have that itch, but nonetheless it's made me really excited to hopefully visit those other parks in the future. Number 2, a Disney cruise. So I love cruising. I think I might have mentioned it before. I do love cruising. Disney cruising is a little different than traditional cruising because they actually don't have casinos on their ships, which is part of the reason why the cost is higher than like Royal Caribbean and Carnival. Royal Caribbean and Carnival are able to recoup some of the cost of running from the casinos where Disney is not. So that's why it is a bit more expensive. I would love to do it. I'd love to do one of their holiday sailings also. I just want to go to Castaway Cay. I do. I mean, who doesn't want to go to Castaway Cay and Serenity Bay? Like, it just looks so beautiful. I'm obviously a huge Disney fan, but I love, like, it kind of combines my two loves of like travel and Disney like together, so it would be perfect. But I'm hoping to do that. I don't know if it'll be in anytime in the near future, but I'm hoping for it to be in the future as well. Next on my list are Disney tours. And so what I mean about Disney tours or Disney park tours, so Keys of the Kingdom, Walking in Walt's Footsteps, Wild Africa Track, and those are 3 that I absolutely want to do someday. I think I would prefer to do them if I'm able to before I have children, just so you don't have to worry about like the magic being ruined, because you do go backstage on most of those tours, and I wouldn't want the magic being ruined for my possible future children. Another tour or group of tours I would like to do are some of the holiday tours. So Disney and Disney World does 2 holiday tours. They do Disney's Holiday Delights, so it's the letter D and then Lights. And I think that tour was originally like created around the Osborne Spectacle Dancing Lights, but I have no idea. I'm being completely honest. I haven't been able to do any of these tours. And then they also have another holiday tour called Disney's Yuletide Fantasy. Both seem really interesting, and I would love to do both because I'm a big Christmas person. My birthday's in December. I love the holidays. I would love to check it out, and they only do these tours during the holiday season. My next one is a little interesting. So I would love to do a Run Disney race, and I would actually prefer to do an actual race versus their virtual race series, because I've heard like everything leading up to it is just really intricate and unique, and there's special characters on the race route and things like that. So I would love to check that out. I am not a good runner. I try. I don't have my body is not made for long distance running. So I'd definitely be like a 5K or a 10K. I remember they used to do a holiday race through Animal Kingdom, which would have been so cool to check out. but I think it was like kind of during Wine and Dine. It was like their 5K, but it was like their holiday. I think it was called like Mickey's Jingle 5K, or I can't remember what it is. I'll leave it right down here if I can find it. I don't remember, but they do a 5K during the Wine and Dine because during that time of year is typically the holidays. So this year, I believe it's called the Villains Wine and Dine Half Marathon Weekend. Don't know if it's going to be going on, but we'll see. I will not be doing it this year, but in the future, I would like to. Also on my list is an Adventures by Disney. So tour. I guess it's an Adventures by Disney tour. I think they would be incredible. I would love to do one of their international ones, whether it be like France or the UK, or they do river cruises, which I think would be absolutely phenomenal. And what's kind of cool about river cruises is that depending on which line you go, they don't always allow children, which sounds a little like harsh, but I think it would just like be a really nice getaway, like a quiet getaway for something that's sponsored by Disney. They also do Adventures by Disney like in the States, which I know they do a big one out in California, which I think would be so cool. You like go to San Fran and then down like to see the Disney Museum, and they go down to like Burbank, and it would be awesome. Also, I would love to visit Disney Studios in Burbank. How much fun would that be? Like be able to see all the legends and check out like the Disney archives. I know that would be really hard to do logistically unless I worked for the Walt Disney Company, but it's still a goal of mine to at least be able to like see the studios. I also would love to visit Pixar Studios. I've heard it's so cool there. I think both of these would have to be done via tours, but they don't do a lot of public tours, so whether it's through an ABD or Adventures by Disney or a different tour provider, I think being able to tour either of these studios would be really neat. And last thing is I would like to do a Disney After Hours. Now, I know what you're thinking, Bridget, you did the Villains After Hours last year. Yes, I would love to do a normal After Hours. The Villains was great, don't get me wrong, but I felt like there was a lot more people there than what I've seen in the past. I'd love to do a normal After Hours event that's not Villains themed, just to be able to kind of compare the two and see like, you know, this had more people or this had less people. I'd also love to do one in each park. I don't think they've ever done one at Epcot, which right now is not the right time because they are completely under construction. But when that Guardians coaster opens, you better, Disney, open up an After Hours event. I will come. If you build it, they will come. If you offer an After Hours, I will come. But yeah, I think it also, when it comes to like a Disney bucket list, it's the type of thing that is constantly evolving. So if I'm able to check off all the, you know, all the Disney resorts and Aulani, you know, in a 10-year span, different things will come into my, either new things will be created or different things will be, you know, added into my Disney bucket list. But for right now, those are my like top things that I'm really wanting to do. But yeah, leave any questions you have down below. I definitely tag you guys to go check it out. Couple people I'm tagging. So I tagged Jen and Joe on the go to do this challenge, as well as the Flack family. And yeah, so leave any questions you have down below. I'll see you guys next time, and this is Bridgette's Buzz.